Matching hundreds. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Howell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On the set. 55. Check, 55, Mike. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 114 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
Here's Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A first down carry for Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And it's a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Maher able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
So out come the Chargers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 109 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
23 yards the pickup there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Looking to throw. Howell. He's got Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw. Howell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On first down, Taylor stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down. Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. From the gun, Howell. And caught by Henry. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A quick throw there out to Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing on 3rd and long. Howell. Open man, it's Allen. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Operating from the gun, Howell.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Howell. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Howell. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing to start the drive. Howell. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 10 yards out, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
55.
On third down, it's Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Break. Mike 57. Mike 57. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 2nd and 2. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Howell caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Looking to throw. Howell, he completes it to Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Howell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, here we go. Shoot.
From the gun, Howell. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
Keenan Allen, as the 1st half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
They don't want it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And oh, he coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on second down. Howell, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Looking to throw on second down. Howell throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Mike, check, 59.
From the gun on third down. Howell, the open man is Smith. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 3rd and long. Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Howell, complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up. Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Check, 43.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw again. He finds Taylor, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
57 to Mike. Check the out.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
You got him. You got him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall.
Let's go, fellas.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, Hall. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Passer defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on first down. It's Gray. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall, and he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing. So
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Hey, that's all day, baby. You're sacked.
what a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Davis now to return it. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. A little under 1:50 remaining. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A little check down to Lindsay. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll find Lindsay here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This one caught by Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll look to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.